Dawn to speak on behalf of the Social Justice Social Security Committee. Around 4 minutes, Ms Dawn.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I'd like to thank the Health, Social Care and Sport Committee for bringing this important debate to the Chamber today. The starting point for the Health Committee's inquiry is that health inequalities are a symptom rather than the cause of a problem. Health inequalities arise from the unequal distribution of income, wealth and power and the societal conditions that this creates. Addressing socio-economic inequality is a priority focus for the Social Justice and Social Security Committee. We've been exploring support for people experiencing low income and debt, investigating whether policies to tackle child poverty are achieving that aim, and scrutinising the delivery of social security to ensure it provides a vital safety net for those who need it. Health inequality is a long-standing issue. Entrenched poverty can have a generational impact. It adversely affects every aspect of someone's life. Child poverty impacts on children's ability to enjoy their childhoods and achieve their aspirations. Low-income households spend more of their money on essentials and often have little or no disposable income to cover a rise in costs. These extremely difficult circumstances have been compounded by the cost of living crisis. As Gillian Martin said in her speech, certain groups are more likely to experience poverty and therefore experience worse health outcomes. Disabled people are disproportionately more likely to be living in poverty, making up 48% of the total number of people in Scotland living in poverty. Disabled people and families with disabled children face extra costs of more than £1,000 a month. Women are also more likely to be in poverty, more so than men. Their experiences of poverty are directly tied to their experiences of the labour market, social security and by undertaking caring roles. Looking at lone parents specifically too, the following example is from our Fuel Poverty Focus Group, and it details the punishing decisions that one lone parent faces daily. Heating is a no-go. I use energy for cooking, washing and lights. I keep a note of the units that I'm using, but the bills keep going up and up. The heating is on for a maximum of 30 minutes and I stay under a blanket with a hot water bottle to keep warm. I'm living on an income of just over £7,000 for 3 people, and without food banks we wouldn't survive. I'm on 25 painkillers a day and eat 1 meal a day as I want the best for my kids. My mental health is getting worse and my health is getting worse. I hate winter. The temperatures are dipping. And this is just one example of so many people in crisis. Our inquiry into low income and debt underlined the strong links between poverty, debt and poor mental health. And social stigma is highlighted as a significant barrier to seeking support, increasing the impact on mental health. Sam H explained that the drivers for suicide can include feelings of humiliation, entrapment and hopelessness, all of which are very common amongst people in problem debt. People living in poverty are more likely to live in disadvantaged neighbourhoods and in overcrowded or unsuitable housing, and homelessness is both a cause and the result of social inequality, health inequality and poverty. Homeless people experience poorer physical and mental health than the general population, and the complex needs and circumstances of many people who experience homelessness makes accessing housing and other services, including health services, more difficult. The Health Committee's report highlights the essential connection between access to safe, secure, affordable housing to achieve positive health and wellbeing outcomes. Key findings from our committee's work also show the need for suitable, sustainable housing, and others include early identification of the threat of homelessness to enable prevention. These actions, alongside better integration of support services, all contribute to minimising homelessness and its impact. Social security can do some of the heavy lifting in the short term, but to tackle poverty and the symptoms of poverty, such as health inequality, there needs to be a comprehensive, radical, long-term, targeted economic approach, and my committee will continue to work to improve the lives of the most vulnerable in our society.